through what you guys know that happened here this afternoon?
Yeah, a call came in at approximately 15:43 hours of a armed party at the school. Shortly thereafter, it was upgraded to a helping officer, we believe by dispatch, just given the nature of the details. What the officers have been able to ascertain is that there was a parental custody dispute and that the office had been notified that parents were going to be coming up and there was some sort of dispute. So officers were somewhat, or the school itself was somewhat aware that there was going to be a disturbance. What had happened after that is the parent that arrived in the red Chevy down there, witness did see him retrieve a firearm from his car, believed that they chambered around, and that parent believed the parent then went into the school armed with a gun. Officers did arrive. They came from all various precincts, northwest and northeast, just given the nature that it came out as an actual, they thought it could be an active shooter in a school. They did arrive on scene. They took the parent into custody. Our suspect ascertained he was not armed, but they did recover a firearm from the vehicle. So he was on school grounds with a firearm. I don't know if it's loaded at this time because we're waiting for forensics to come and process that.
Okay. And no one was hurt?
No students were hurt. It's my assumption that the school, given that we're right about dismissal time, they did institute their lockdown procedures. Obviously, there were a lot of parents up here, a lot of concern, given that a lot of officers are responding to the school. But no students were harmed. The suspect was taken into custody. We did recover that firearm, and charges are pending.
Paramedics came and checked him out?
He did. Suspect complained he was diabetic and needed insulin, and so we had the squad come and check him out.
Can you give any additional details about the domestic dispute that had led up to this?
All I can say is that, or all that I know at this time, is it was two parents. One parent had called the office and said, "I'm coming up to get the kids," had used some kind of profane language. I'm assuming that's going to be our suspect. Second parent, who's actually in the blue over there, also called and said, "I'm having this other parent serve with a protection order. Do not give the kids up." So that was the nature of the disturbance as it unfolded. It was then that witness, or I would assume another parent coming up to the school, that then saw our suspect retrieve that firearm, chamber around, makes a very distinct sound. They obviously recognized it, and they recognized that this guy was going into the school and immediately called police. That upped our, obviously, our response.
You don't believe that he ever entered the school with a firearm?
We don't believe so because he was taken into custody in the office. He was not armed at that time, but we do appreciate the fact that the parent put that information out because we have to assume, and it was credible, that he did have a firearm in his possession.
And when police arrived here, the suspect was in the office but hadn't made any threats necessarily?
I'm not sure of what was actually occurred in the office other than he was taken into custody, and we treat this as a very, very serious matter. Anytime you have a parent coming up onto school grounds, especially something that's charged like a domestic or a custody dispute with kids, you introduce a firearm, and that's a very, very bad situation.
Was anything ever physical, either with you and the suspect? You got and the suspect?
No, is as far as I'm aware, he was taken into custody without incident.
I think that's all I got.
Okay, that's all I got. All right, thank you.